Okay, our last speaker is Terry Collins, and Terry is, to those of us who've known him for many years, is an amazing, magical person. He's definitely the internationalist, one of the internationalists in the beginning, and still I've learned from him. I think we all have for many years. So, Terry, take it away.
Closer to the mic. Move the mic closer.
Well, when I came here, I was hanging out, hanging around. I had joined the Black Panther Party for self-defense, and so I didn't know anything. I had no intention of coming to school. I just happened to come out here hanging out. And Roger Alvarado approached me and asked me, did I want to come to school? I said, what do you mean? He said, do you want to come to school? I said, I can come to school. I mean, I haven't put no application in. He said, come on. He took me to Summer Skills office and said, Summer Skill, I got a comrade here, I went to school. And I was in school. So I said, man, what happened? He said, man, you in school. So I said, how can I get me some money? Because I got to have some money. Work study, what's that? Work study is you can work in the community and get paid. I said, what? He said, yeah. I said, wow. I mean, man, you know, I'm with you. What do you want me to do? I said, I don't want you to do nothing. You just serve the people. I said, all right. So basically, what happened was that when I approached BSU, it was Benny Stewart was the chair, Jerry Bernardo was the off-campus coordinator, Jimmy Garrett was the on-campus coordinator, and Gloria Lowry, a Filipino sister, was a secretary. So in other words, already I approached BSU, and they had 3 people, and one of them was Filipino in charge. So automatically, I started thinking, I mean, I've been, one of the things I was in the Army, both me and Crutchfield was in the Army. I got discharged in the Army over in Germany and wandered around for about 3-4 years. The last place I stayed longest was in Morocco for about 6 months. But what happened was that I was put in a situation where I felt I was older than everybody. I was 31 years old when I came here, so I felt that I could try to apply some of this. I'll try to make sense. So I got there. To me, I didn't want one. I was in the Army, and I organized in the Army because I just didn't want no one person, 2 people telling me, give me orders. So I felt that we needed a better organization. So I thought in terms of a central committee. And then all the central committee also thinking in terms of another layer, we call it the Presidium, instead of the Politburo, because that right there might have been doing too radical. Presidium. So we had an election, the black students had an election, and they appointed, I mean, these are women and men, appointed mostly all men to the central committee. That was, which I felt was kind of confusing. So the Presidium, we made sure the Presidium had women, and the Presidium mostly had overwhelmingly, I think, women. And they were the ones that chose the cadre, went and organized the cadre, the warriors, the fighters, the women. So basically, when we were internationalists, we also thought in terms of, if we are internationalists, we did have a struggle, that we had to reach out to others. In fact, our sponsor was Juan Martinez. He was the sponsor of the BSU because we had a brother named Larry, I can't remember his name, a psychologist, and we kind of drove him crazy. So Juan had to come up and be our sponsor. So after that, I think what happened was that we began to work to develop the TWLF, because like I said, we was internationalists, we had put together the Central Committee, so we felt that we had to bring somebody else in. But we didn't have to because Roger Alvarado was already there, hooked me up to go out to the mission. We went out to the mission. We used to go out there to the mission and go out to Chinatown or go to Hunters Point and grab somebody, youngsters. You know, we used to grab these youngsters, say, man, you got to go to school. The first thing we say, yeah, well, can I give you some money? Yeah, we'll get you some money. And then work study was created by his person, got a dual person with him, but Carmen, he's the one that created that. Work study and all that stuff. He's way ahead of us all. So we came, we started the Revolution Front. And in the beginning it was hard. Pace, I was doing draft counseling. Didn't know what I was doing, but I came up here at Mariano Wadid's house, I was doing draft counseling. And later on we had on Page Street, we had a draft counseling office. So we began working on the Third Revolution because we are internationalists and we hooked up, as Crutchfield said, with the struggles of the rest of the world. I mean, Africa, Asia, Latin America. I mean, or South America, because I don't want to call it Latin America. People of the sun, I call it people of the sun. And so with that, we began this struggle. But mind you this, it was always related to community. Here was a place we felt we needed to develop a theory. In fact, we all carried red books. Ramona still got hers probably. So that red book, believe me, taught us a lot. It quote the Mao Zedong. Y'all should, I'm surprised it would be difficult to get a red book now. But it's very important for the black community. In fact, as Jimmy Garrett has said, Mao Zedong wrote us a letter congratulating us. Mao Zedong, we got a letter from Mao Zedong. So basically, I got 1 minute left from here. Okay, I'm going to just wind this up.
All right.
Thank you, Terry. Now I'd like to...